Welcome to another episode of the Blitz. I will be your host, Bryan Greer, and today I will be previewing the Dallas Cowboys 2015 regular season. As we all know as Cowboy fans, it ended in a very controversial fashion in the playoffs last year in the second round, when the Cowboys were primed to take the lead against the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field in the fourth quarter, when Dez Bryant clearly got a touchdown that was called a non-catch. Still to this day, the NFL or the league officials can clearly explain that was a non-catch. You can easily see that Dez Bryant had the ball in his hand, two hands on it, fumbled it out of bounds, and that should have been either a touchdown or on the 1 yard line. Still, I don't understand it. But we are going to go ahead and move on to the 2015 season. And in the offseason, the Cowboys did make a lot of changes. First, on offense, they did let DeMarco Murray go via free agency, going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, also, with that happening, they did sign Dez Bryant to a long-term contract. In my opinion, they should have actually signed DeMarco Murray to the franchise tag and still been able to sign Dez Bryant to the long-term extension. But hey, they allowed DeMarco Murray to go. Got a great deal with the Eagles. Can't blame him for the ton of cash that he got. But now the big question is at running back. Now they're going with the backup that was last year, Joseph Randle. They did add Darren McFadden via free agency from the Oakland Raiders. As we all know, he is very injury prone and has shown nothing in his stint in the NFL. And he was very promised coming out of college from Arkansas, so fingers crossed he actually shows something this year and can solidify the running game, because they're definitely going to need it coming off an incredible year from DeMarco Murray. Also, they do have Lance Dunbar, and just yesterday added Christine Michael from the Seattle Seahawks via trade for a 7th round pick. He seems to have not worked out in Seattle, but there's some competition there. You might want to Google Marshawn Lynch if you have not been familiar with him. I don't understand if you watch football, you cannot be familiar with him. But yeah, Christine Michael could not really get on the field with that kind of player, and probably future Hall of Famer as starting running back in Marshawn Lynch. So Cowboys really need one of these guys to step up, become the starting running back, and solidify that position. Coming back as always is Dez Bryant. You have Terrence Williams coming back. You have Cole Beasley. They are solidified and probably the best receiving corps in the NFL. Also, Jason Witten, how could I forget him? Just every year is going to get you incredible catches, great blocking, and he just does it all. Never misses a game. Incredible player. And also, Tony Romo, just one more year off the injury. First year in a while that he's come in completely healthy. And I expect big things from him, especially Terrence Williams, because I don't think a lot of teams are going to allow Dez Bryant to get off this year. Going to double team him. So expect Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley to have a phenomenal year from the wide receiver position. And on the offensive line, they did add through the draft from LSU, Lyle Collins at tackle, just give them even more depth. We know they have Zach Martin, have Frederick in there. You got Ryan Leary, and he is still in there, really playing well. These guys are going to be a dominant offensive line. And they're going to need to use that offensive line to wear down teams in the fourth quarter via the running game. They have to. This is something that is going to have to be a priority. No, they have great passers or great wide receivers, but you have a run blocking offense and you must use them. So I really am looking forward to seeing them continue to have success through the running game. Now, flipping over to the defensive side, this is where they made their most improvements. Getting through free agency, Greg Machine Gun Hardy, who we all know is an incredible pass rusher and can really sack the quarterback. He just has a knack for getting to the quarterback. We all know about his off the field issues, but if he can stay healthy and he can, after suspension, just keep his nose to the grindstone, this is going to be an incredible player. DeMarcus Lawrence, in the second year, we saw him at the end of last year going to the playoffs, look very good. And I think that this is going to make this team, he's going to make this team even more better. Actually, I think he's going to get about 10 sacks and lead the team in sacks because he just seemed to just really have the light bulb come on at the end of the year last year. And the preseason standout, Randy Gregory, who fell to them in the draft, and you cannot be more happy about this. This guy, if you saw the preseason, just knows how to get to the football. He is going to get tackles, sacks, whatever. He is a player who wreaks havoc. And if he shows anything like he did in the preseason, just watch this offensive line. Because you put those three guys on the line, along with Jeremy Mincey, who they did give a contract to this offseason, that is going to make them an outstanding offensive, or actually defensive line here. And I think is going to really get pressure on the quarterback, which was really a problem last year for the defense. Now, going into the secondary, unfortunately, Orlando Scandrick is out all year with a torn ACL, which he suffered in training camp. That's going to be a major, major injury because we know he is the best DB on this team and really puts it on Brandon Carr. And Mo Claiborne's come back from injury to step up. Mo Claiborne has done absolutely nothing for this team since being drafted 4 years ago, and this is the year he has to prove it. Put up or shut up. He has to. They have to depend on him. Brandon Carr has to rebound from last year, has to be a solid corner, has to get picks. They didn't get him in here to just be a mediocre, serviceable quarterback. He has to be a leader in the secondary. They added a draft from UConn, Byron Jones, who will be transitioning from safety to quarterback, but playing both, it seems like. Seems to be an incredible tackler. In preseason, he showed promise. Hopefully, he can learn quickly because now with Orlando Scandrick out, they're going to need him. They are really going to need him. Also, in the linebacker position, you have Sean Lee coming off injury. Really glad to see him back. Fingers crossed that he can stay healthy because, as we know, Sean Lee healthy is going to make this team just that much better. Ronaldo McClain, he did get a 4-game suspension. After he gets off his suspension, expect big things from him. And also, really, really want to see how they gel. Because in the preseason, they seem to be a run-stuffing team and really, really on their game. Another guy they got was Corey White. This guy has been a great pickup from the Saints. In the preseason, he was all over the field, just being able to hold receivers. Actually saw him one-on-one against Anquan Bolden in the preseason, held his own. If Corey White does like he did in the preseason, the regular season, that is going to be a major addition for this team. And really looking forward to big things from him. And hoping he really does bring it this year for the Cowboys. Now, on special teams, they did let Dwayne Harris go, which I was not surprised to see, especially with the contract he got from the New York Giants. But in the draft, they did pick up Lucky Whitehead, who really in the preseason solidified his position as the punt returner and also as another wide receiver for this team. I really hope that he can keep his head on the field and really improve in the regular season because of the preseason. Now, kick return, I don't know if he's going to be doing that. He might do it, but it might be Cole Beasley. But he just showed a lot of promise in the preseason. And looking forward to big days from him because Dwayne Harris was good at his time with the Cowboys. Great special teams tackler. Did all right with the ball as far as punt return, kick return, but you were not going to bring him back with the contract he got from the Giants. He was just not that kind of player as far as a wide. So, really interested to see what Lucky Whitehead does this year. Now, as far as this season and my prediction, the Eagles are a team that is going to be a force to be reckoned with. They're bringing in Sam Bradford, like I said, getting DeMarco Murray. This is going to be a very, very close division with them. I don't think the Giants or the Redskins are going to be really a factor in the division as far as winning it. But I do have the Cowboys winning this division. Reason being their defense. I believe it is very improved. And when it comes down to that, their defense, I think, is a lot better than the Eagles' defense. Eagles can score at anybody. They're going to have a lot of shootouts, but people and teams will be able to score on the Eagles' defense. So I have the Cowboys this year winning the division, going 10-6, just edging out the Eagles. I think it's going to be a close division all along, because if Sam Bradford does stay healthy for the Eagles, you see he has the arm, and that quick offense, it will hum and move along very quickly. So I am looking forward to big things for the Cowboys. I think they're going to make the second round of the playoffs, but unfortunately, I just don't know if the running game is solid enough when weather gets bad to grind teams down and win it all this year. If they had kept DeMarco Murray, I thought they could really, really knock on the door of Super Bowl and become world champs. But just don't know. They got to make a believer out of me with the running game, because you need to have a solid running game. You don't have to have a star running back, but you have to be able to depend on your running game in the playoffs. And the Cowboys right now, with them having 4 running backs that they don't know which one is really the bona fide starter, that scares me. And I hope that they can really get that all in order. If they do, then there could be big things in store for the Cowboys this season. So with that being said, I really would like to hear your guys' comments and opinions on the Cowboys season. What do you think about the defense? Greg Hardy, Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence. What do you think these guys are going to do? Also on offense, do you think the Cowboys should have kept DeMarco Murray, or you should have let him go? Dez Bryant, what kind of year do you think he's having? Do you think he's going to be the top receiver and just have a stellar, legendary season? Also, on special teams, Lucky Whitehead, or what are you guys looking for him? Really looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about this and anything else that you have to say. And as always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unrivaled Multimedia, and comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to leave you with a knowledge dart before I get out of here, and give an invitation to the one and only Greg Machine Gun Couch Hardy. I would like to invite you on this show to explain how you've got your machine gun couch, and will it make an appearance on the sideline this year on Cowboy games? The Blitz invites you on here, personally for me. If you would like to explain it, if there's a 1% or less 1% chance you see this, please contact me, Greg Hardy, and let me know about this machine gun couch. And hey, how one can purchase a machine gun couch, because before you, I don't think me or the rest of the world knew a machine gun couch existed. So, with that being said, as always, until the next episode of The Blitz, take it easy.